It's already confirmed JoJo Siwa and Chris Hughes are together, but before starting the video, by the way, on this channel you will find this video, JoJo Siwa's controversies nobody talks about. I will leave the link in the commentary box. It is confirmed by the media mass. I'm reading a Daily Star article. JoJo Siwa and Chris Hughes got kissing in pool as romance confirmed. JoJo Siwa and Chris Hughes, who have just left the celebrity Big Brother UK house, were spotted on holiday together while sharing a kiss and relaxing at their hotel's pool in Mexico, by the way. I keep reading the article. The Sun has published pictures of the pair at an adults-only hotel in Mexico. I didn't know they were adults-only hotels. Okay, that's nice for single people or free kids people. But, well, I don't want to go into that debate, please. Where JoJo can be seen wearing a yellow bikini top while sharing an orange and pink lilo with Chris. That's the now famous or infamous picture, and I have a lot of questions. Nobody's thinking about Kath Epps, the now ex of JoJo Siwa.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
JoJo is not a bad girl anymore.
I was a bad girl. I shall not cheat.
And last but not least, JoJo won't be anymore the creator of the new genre of music.
I said it back in the day when I first signed with Columbia. I said I wanted to start a new genre of music, and they said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Well, it's called gay pop." And they were like, "What's that?" And I was like, "It's like K-pop, right? But it's gay pop." There's a style of dance. It's a newer style.
Jokes aside, it's unbelievable nowadays how people justify, normalize, and glamorize being a cheater and a homebreaker. We are living in a society on which being a cheater and a homebreaker is being validated by the rest of society. We saw it in the case of Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater. I have a video on this too as well. So that's why the last couple of hours I've been navigated on TikTok on videos about JoJo Siwa and Chris Hughes on the UK Big Brother, and look the comments again justifying this relationship. I remind you, JoJo Siwa was in a serious and committed relationship with Kath. This first video is from the user list. You can see it has 28,000 of likes, a lot of likes, and I'm reading. I couldn't download the video because I don't want YouTube think this video is a compilation of TikTok videos, so that's why I needed to make a screenshot. And I am reading. I think this was the moment they realized they were falling in love, and then... So let's check the comments on this video. Amy wrote, I dated women for years. Never had a man catch my attention until he did. We are married with 4 kids going on 11 years. When you know, you know. So, Amy, you were in a committed and close relationship with a woman, and then you cheated on that woman to be with your now husband, for example. That's good. The worst thing is, these people that justify this action will be the first to start whining and crying, oh my God, I got cheated on. But you justify that kind of lifestyle. Amanda's wrote, a lot of people have this theory, but even though that doesn't justify being a cheater. And I'm reading the Amanda's comment. What I see is a young girl who was extremely emotional about having to go back to a life she just learned in that house she didn't love. And after experiencing the freedom that the house, I think the comment follows that the house gave to her, is curious. She needed to be trapped in that house to feel freedom. So how funked is the celebrity business and the Hollywood business? Dev, red string theory in action right there, or right here. Later on we will be reading the red string theory. It's a Chinese theory. It's a super beautiful theory, but again, Don't justify cheating with the red string theory, please. More comments. Tottenham 2025 Coys wrote, he has given her something that nobody ever has, the chance to just be vulnerable and feel her raw emotions without having to always be putting on a show. I think everything was a show, and I really think this relationship is a PR stunt, but Brittany wrote, I'm here for it. Honestly, never realized her natural beauty until all this came out. Her skin is flawless, she's beautiful. Yeah, that's true, but she's a cheetah. The Julie D1 wrote, I think it happened gradually, but that talk confirmed it to them just how special they both are to each other. I really hope they end up together and ignore the toxic people. They belong together. See how people is justifying this relationship only because probably they pretend in a beautiful way to fall in love and blah 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 blah. By the way, Chris was with Jessie from Little Mix and the relationship ended so badly, so just saying. And a lot of people are confirming probably she's a social climber. She always surround himself with women who has more fame to get more fame himself. Another interesting theory, but again, it doesn't justify to be a cheater. And I am reading. I think her issue is she is always presented as the masculine in her relationships, but deep down she just wants to be the feminine. That's just my opinion, though. She looks so happy being the dainty one. More comments. I don't know what's going on, but I am here for it. I think everyone we are here for it, even if we disagree with JoJo's actions. Giselle wrote, "It's okay for her to explore her sexuality, but the cheating is not cool. Thank you, thank you." And Adri writes, "I understand you, JoJo. For the very first time, I understand you." Elise writes, "The 11-year age difference makes it even more weird." Yes, it's not that a huge age difference, but let's see this video and you will understand why it's so weird. See, it's weird. It's only 11 years is a considerable amount of years for an age difference, but it's weird. Let's read two brilliant psychological theories, but yet they don't justify being a cheater. I'm reading Lexicate's theory. Not theories, I think this is facts. I'm reading. She was raised by a helicopter mom and placed in a female-dominant environment. Limited male connections from a young age. Chris is his first true and deep male companion, equals infatuated and confused JoJo. This is a freaking good theory, but again, that doesn't justify being a cheater, and actually it's really sad that a young female of 21 years old, she couldn't have any deep connections with a female figure her age, or I don't know how the relationship is with her dad. That might explains a lot of things as well. Jessica's theory. The thing is, JoJo is the type who probably wants to make everyone else happy and not herself. I've been there. These comments hurt her, yes. So maybe truthful, but she has always been put down. This is true as well, and with the rebrand, she got a lot of backlash and hatred. That's real, that's a fact. Another TikTok video from the account Big Brother Shop. JoJo got feelings for Chris. But a lot of people, just like me, they think this is a PR stunt. We don't know if it's a bilateral one. Both agree to do this, or only Chris, or only JoJo. I'm reading Rachel's wall comment. Lol, he's like, babes, this was just a show and romance for me. Show's over, back to reality. Thanks for enabling me to get loads of airtime, or what? Another user wrote, do you think this conquest for him to prove that he can turn her? I watched him in Love Island and his ego will be like that. Ooh, that's awful. Oh, no. I truly, it's not the case. Oh, no, please. And Morgana wrote, I love when the planets align like this. heart. Another video with exactly the same footage from the account Celebrity Big Brother UK. Casey wrote this theory and this is super sad and I'm reading. I'm just realizing this might have been the first time she's ever felt human and not just JoJo Siwa tied up in a bow all the time. Yeah, this is heartbreaking, really. Dominique writes, the issue is she hasn't ever had someone treat her this way from a male and she may feel that she could love a male. So are you telling me a lot of lesbians, a lot of women who consider themselves lesbians, that they are lesbians because they haven't had any healthy or any contact at all with men? For me, that's very basic, but we know Yo-Yo Siwa's reality childhood is not a normal one. Shona brought this, and this is as well a super sad theory. She doesn't want to go back to her old life. I think being in the house has made her love being her own person and not being told what to do, etc., etc. Sorry, I don't know how to say it in English. Probably it's true as well. It's true as well. Jojo has been in TV from the age of 6. Probably the reality is a combining theory from the previous theories. The account Joel Fans UK made this video and I'm reading. Let's see if I can read. Hold on a second. They met in a house full of cameras, strangers to each other, but from the start it felt different. It wasn't loud or dramatic, just soft, natural, real. Since then, we've watched something grow from Big Brother to quiet moments that said more than words. The way they smile when they are together, the way they light up around each other, it's rare, it's beautiful. Watching it all unfold has been such a joy, and we are rooting for them, always. Pink heart. Let's read comments on this TikTok video. Ria Beth wrote, her masculine energy matches his feminine energy perfectly, and I think he feels more able to be himself around her. Sexuality ain't linear. But again, that doesn't justify being a cheater. Let's read the comments from the previous video. Ma Wade wrote, and this is actually a super beautiful comment, but I disagree, sorry. This is the first non-choreographed, heartfelt dance I've seen JoJo experience. This is dancing with another. He's set her free. Regardless of their future, JoJo has tasted JoJo's freedom. It could be. Another user wrote, he made her feel safe in a country that's not her home. They're so cute. I completely agree, but again, it doesn't justify being a cheater. User 65 blah 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 wrote, I really feel for Kath, but I don't think JoJo knows who she is. I think she has spent her life trying to shoehorn herself into an identity, and this is the first time she has been able to be herself. You can feel all the theories are really sad. You can see probably JoJo is a case of psychological arrested development, and this can cause not really find your identity. It's normal to experiment in your 20s to find your true and your final identity. Baby Green wrote, I feel like Chris has never met anybody like JoJo, and JoJo has never met anybody like Chris. I'm so here for it. By the way, I'm a lesbian. I will happily cheer for her with him. So you are cheering up to being a cheater? And again, this type of people who see love everywhere, justify being a cheater, are the first one to be crying and to ask for compassion and kindness when they got cheated on. And they were the first ones to encourage being a cheater. More comments. When love is a soul connection and not gendered. Nicola wrote, the light in their eyes is so magical. They are so happy. Like saying, fuck off, Kath. Another user wrote, it's so cute how she shows her feminine side when she's with him. See how a lot of people is speaking about her feminine side, her identity, and it makes the situation really sad for JoJo, but she's being a bad girl. This video from user 464 2237899, where you can see JoJo and Chris getting cozy. Let's read the comments. JoJo is discovering how heavenly male affection is. It's so completely different to a woman. Sammy wrote, every time I watch a scene of them, it reminds me of Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. Probably, yes, he's referring to that Super Queens moments on when they were doing tour in the promo of Wicked. Woof. Awful. Hazy wrote, I would ship them too if she wasn't already in a committed monogamous relationship during this. Thank you. Again. Her mamas wrote, if you all think about it, JoJo is always the male in her relationships. She never got to feel that type alone and feel careful for. This is a wrap, so you are team JoJo and Chris together, you are team Kath, you are team Go Cheater, you are team Funk of Cheaters. What are your thoughts?